Howdy, I'm Ivan, and today me and my friend Katrina are going to talk to you about Canterbury House and why it's awesome. Got some questions.
All right, Ivan, first question. What are you studying and when are you planning on graduating?
So I'm studying computer science with a minor in cybersecurity, and I'm planning on graduating in the spring of 2023.
Nice. And where are you originally from?
I am from Spring, Texas, which is a suburb of Houston, like north of Houston.
Okay, so not too far. How did you hear about Canterbury initially?
So I grew up going to a summer camp called Camp Allen out in Navasota, and a lot of my friends from Camp Allen, when they went to A&M, they ended up going to Canterbury, and they told me about it, and here I am.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so here we are coming through Canterbury. This is our wonderful kitchen. And I'm trying to find Ivan. I don't know where he went.
Howdy.
Okay, I found him. I have some more questions for you. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, what are you involved in outside of Canterbury?
So outside of Canterbury, I'm involved in Corps of Cadets, where I'm a member of Squadron 21. Don't worry, you can do a lot of other organizations and still have time to be part of Canterbury.
Awesome, that's good to hear. Tell me a little bit about the Bible studies that you've been in here.
So the Bible studies are super cool. They're a great way to make new friends and get to know the Word of the Lord a little bit better than you could by yourself. This past semester, I was able both to be a part of one and I got to lead one, and it was really cool to see us grow as a community and also see myself grow through that leadership.
That's really good to hear. Wow. What's your favorite A&M tradition?
My favorite tradition has got to be midnight yell. It's a really good time.
So fun. Let's see. What big activities does Canterbury do throughout the semester?
So weekly, we're going to have a nightly worship service on Sunday nights, and every Wednesday night we're going to have that Bible study, just like I was talking about a second ago. Additionally, we like to do a lot of fun trips or like fun little activities during the semester. I know specifically in the fall, a big one is the end of the semester. We go to Santa's Wonderland, which is like a big Christmas theme park a few minutes outside of town. That's a really good time. I remember we've done movie nights, we've done big scavenger runs. Rumor has it we might be doing a little bit of country dancing this year. That's a really good time too. So it's a really good time.
That sounds so fun. So I see that Canterbury has some snacks. Do you have a favorite snack at Canterbury?
Animal burgers. Gotta be animal burgers.
Every time. And I think we have some right there. Boom. All right, Ivan, are you ready?
Oh, yes, yeah. Sorry.
Okay, so what do people use the Canterbury House for other than naps, of course?
Well, of course, naps. I'm very busy as a student, but Canterbury House is also super cool for students because aside from our weekly services that we host, there's a full kitchen that you can use. I use that a lot since I live on campus. I don't have my own kitchen. I'll prepare meals there, I'll prepare snacks there, I'll just hang out. We also have a coffee bar. We have a printer that you can use free of charge. We have a full thing of free Scantron that you can come and grab beforehand. And overall, it's a really great place to just kind of hang out and do a little bit of studying, or maybe take a little study break whenever you're feeling overwhelmed. It's a really good spot.
Awesome. So can I come to Canterbury if I'm not an Episcopalian?
Yes, you can. So although we are the Episcopal Student Center of Texas A&M, our thing is that everyone's welcome at the table, right? So we recognize any baptism to take communion, and we're open to everyone to just come out and worship God and have some food and have some fun. So anyone can come.
That's awesome. So does Canterbury feed us?
Yes, pretty often actually. I know in the past, every time we met as a group, there was some kind of food service, generally either before or like right after the service. And then additionally, as we mentioned earlier with the snacks, there's like a whole wall of snacks. There's like oatmeal, like ramen, there's goldfish, animal crackers, and there's a whole fridge that you can keep food in if you need to keep some food somewhere. As you can see, I got into the animal crackers a little bit.
Awesome. So what do you like to do for fun off of campus?
So off of campus, I am super into like live music. So I like to go to, there's a lot of different places like in old downtown Bryan that play live music. There's a few different like bars or little club things around town that play music. So me and my friend like to go listen to music and just hang out.
Nice. And I hear you have a joke wall here. What's your favorite jokes thus far?
Okay, so might be a little underwhelming, but my favorite joke is, what's the coolest vegetable?
I don't know.
A radish.
That's amazing. It's so good. All right, I don't know where Ivan went, but we'll go find him and learn a little more. I think he might be out here somewhere. Ivan! Oh! Howdy!
What other questions do we have?
Okay, so I see you have this like really sick sweatshirt. Where did you get it? How do I get one?
So you can buy these at the Canterbury House. They have these awesome sweatshirts. They have some cool t-shirts. And we have a really cool hat, which I just don't have on right now.
Okay, I will definitely sign myself up for those. And the last question is, how do I get to Canterbury if I want to come?
So if you're like me and you live on campus, I usually walk every time. It's about a 5-minute walk from the south side of campus. If you don't live on campus, if you live in a driving distance, you have to drive, or you can get a ride. There's a lot of different people who go to Canterbury and they live in a lot of different locations, and we're more than happy to carpool with you. So if you want to make it here, we can find a way to get you here.
Awesome.
Okie dokie. So now I have some questions for Katrina.
Awesome. I'm ready.
So Katrina, what are you studying and when do you graduate?
Okay, so I'm studying political science and I have a double minor in communications and creative studies, and I'm planning on graduating May 2022.
And where are you from?
I'm from Fairview, Texas. It is north of Dallas.
So if I'm new here, how would you explain what the Episcopal Church is?
Yeah, that's a great question. So the Episcopal Church, we have a really just ancient history with Christianity itself. Our oldest roots go back to the Catholic Church and then to the Anglican Universal Church. And now as an Episcopal Church, I'd really say we are just very welcoming and kind of a come as you are type of Christian community.
Cool. Here you go. What up?
Howdy! I think you have more questions.
Yes, we do. So, what are you involved in outside of Canterbury?
So outside of Canterbury, I am a tour guide for the university, so maybe I was one of your tour guides when y'all are looking at Texas A&M, and I'm also a member of the university orchestra, so I play the cello.
Cool. What is your role at Canterbury?
At Canterbury, so in the past year and this year, I will still serve as the newcoming minister, and then I'm also now this year the intern for outreach as well as evangelism. So I'll be heading up a lot of different service projects that we'll be doing this year.
Cool. What should I wear when I come to events?
When you come to events, you can wear anything you want. Some people on Sunday nights for worship will wear nice clothes, or some people will just be wearing t-shirts and shorts. It's really up to you. Anything goes.
Cool. And what is your favorite memory at Canterbury?
My favorite memory? I think it was probably the retreat that we had this past semester in the spring. We got to go down to Camp Allen, and we just had a really fun time learning how to fly fish, and we had a lot of nice prayer meditative trails that we got to go on, and just go to the pool. And it was just a really nice fellowship time, and I'd say kind of that time that we were given that weekend was one of the best memories I had from Canterbury.
Sounds super fun. Nice. Why don't you go this time? We have our library. That's pretty cool. Got a little study nook over here. Pretty neat. Look, she's not there. Heading down the stage off the roof. Passing by Rich's office. Passing by the test, all the scantrons, all the Bibles. I think she's over here.
Howdy!
Howdy! So Katrina, why have you continued to come to Canterbury all these years?
I think the main reason is just the community that I found here, and just like the family atmosphere that Canterbury is. I really can truly say that some of my best friends were found because of my involvement in Canterbury.
Same. How is Canterbury going to handle COVID? Should things get worse this year?
Yeah, so if things do take a turn for the worst, we will repeat what we did last year. A lot of that entailed Zoom worship or socially distanced parking lot worship, or some of our social events kind of became more spread out. When we had movie nights, everyone had their own little area and we were spread out. We're still able to be present in the same space. So there's a lot of ways that we have learned now to do Canterbury during a pandemic.
Boom, we're pros.
Oh yeah.
What does a typical week look like at Canterbury?
So a typical week has things on Sunday and Wednesday. Sunday night is probably going to be more like worship, a little more contemplative. We will have meals with Sunday, and then Wednesday is going to be a little more of a fellowship time with Bible studies, and those Bible studies are looking like they're going to be split up into different grade levels so that everyone can have some camaraderie within their own grade.
Cool, that's sick.
Yeah.
Got our cool St. Jude's Chapel. Where Katrina go? On up there. Not over here. Oh, found her. Here we go. Okay, Katrina, we got a few more questions.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okie dokie. Number one. What is your favorite place to study on campus?
My favorite place on campus is the third floor of Evans because it is a quiet floor, and that is where I get like a lot of my reading done. If I have to take a quiz, it's really just kind of like my little home haven on campus.
Boom. Been there too. What is your favorite coffee shop in town? Why?
Sweet Eugene's is my favorite in town because, so I actually don't drink coffee, but I drink chai and I drink smoothies, and they have both of those at Sweet Eugene's, and they do a really nice job. So that's why I go to Sweet Eugene's over any of the other coffee shops.
Boom. Easy. So do you have, being a senior, do you have any advice for new students?
Yeah. In the past 3 years, with a couple of them being kind of wonky, my biggest piece of advice is to get to know people and say your name, talk to the person sitting next to you in class or sitting 6 feet away from you in class. It really does make a difference because I've done this throughout my time at A&M. I've made some of my closest friends in my classes, and just being at student organization events and like different recruiting events and things like that, because of like my willingness to say my name and say hi to people, it really just made all the difference.
Cool. Finally, what's your favorite thing about Fighting Texas Aggie football?
I would say the yells. That's probably the best part of Fighting Texas Aggie football. It just unites us, makes me feel part of this team, makes me feel like an Aggie. My favorite yell is probably Farmers Fight. And it's probably because I lead this on tour every single day of the week, and I have just gotten really good at it. But also it's probably the easiest one too. That's probably why it's also my favorite, because there's only 2 words, so you always have a 50-50 shot at being right. So
Boom.
there you have it.
A Yell Pro, truly. And we got Little Rock over here.
My coffee buddy.
Katrina, so what other ways, or does Canterbury have any social media? Anything I can follow as a student?
Yeah, we do. So we have an awesome Instagram that we update regularly, and that is at EpiscoAgs. And that's it. So if you follow that, you can be able to look about everything going on with themes of Bible study, or what the sermon series is, or what the doing, everything like that.
That's awesome. And how can I stay connected with Canterbury?
Yeah, so once you're a member, you can be a part of our group meet, but getting connected initially, go to our website, it's canterbury.center, and with that you can sign up for a form, and it says I'm a new student, and you just register for our email list, and we can get you registered there, and there's all of our emails on there as well. So
Cool, that sounds great.
yeah, awesome. Well, thanks again, y'all. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at Canterbury.
Have a good day.
We're using those bloopers.
Hello.
All right.
She gone. What else we got?
My favorite place on campus is the 3rd floor of Evans. It is a quiet floor. And last question right now. How did you hear about Canterbury initially?
It is right.
Okay, so